What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the Stitchers After Show here on AfterBuzz TV. We are so excited to be back for another episode. As always, we've got a lot to talk about. This episode is called The Gremlin and the Fixer, so stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
What is up, you guys? Welcome back to our Stitchers After Show here on AfterBuzz TV. I don't know about you guys, but this theme song, I could just listen to this
so
clip
much.
over and over again. You know
when
what I'm saying?
I was watching at the gym this morning, or rewatching at the gym, I should say, I was like, I'm gonna just replay this theme song over and over again while I work out. It's fine.
That's funny. And it's funny because Ritesh and Damon, Linus and Fisher told me that that's it. There's not a full song. You know how most theme songs have like a full song and they just kind of take a clip from it for the thing? He's like, that's it. Just take me inside. That's it. And I was like,
So somebody just created that like
short section.
10 seconds.
Yeah. Isn't that great? I mean,
I love it.
power to them.
Yeah.
But where can everyone find you guys on social media?
Hi guys, you can find me on Instagram at Karla with a K Bee Travels.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Camisha Lauture, and you can find me on Instagram at Camisha Lauture.
Hi, y'all follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Becca B Talks TV.
And you guys can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Mr. Dakota T Jones. And I always say my new talk show. My show, Millennial Hollywood on Popcorn Talk Network. I just interviewed Troy and Bellisario, and it was so much fun.
Yay!
Thank you.
Her.
You guys got to check it out. It was
I'm
so
so
much
proud
fun.
of
Thank you. But we got a lot to talk about this episode. I thought this was actually like an interesting
I thought it was really good.
What was your initial thoughts on the episode?
I love the episode. It was filled with drama, romance, sort of, violence. There was everything in it. I loved it.
Gonna say. Just a perfect mix of what you mentioned.
What'd you say?
To be honest, I loved how it transitioned at the beginning from like their normal conversation and like all the tension between the couples. We're feeling all the tension, and then it goes into the mystery storyline. Like, women are from Venus, men are from Mars, and
I know,
then
they
it
made a lot
goes
of
to
jokes.
and it goes to the Mars thing, and I'm like, okay, I see what you did there. Nice.
Was I the only one for a second thought it was actually on Mars? I was like, oh,
the only
I was
reason
like, what?
you're like, wait a dang minute.
I was like, oh, okay, never mind.
'Cause no, I get what you're saying though, because at first I was like, if I wouldn't have watched the preview from last week, I wouldn't have thought anything. But because I watched the preview from last week, like I was like, oh, okay, like it's just like a part of the video game. I honestly thought that. I think it was called the Beeline, or what was the club name?
Yeah, it was
The
called
Beeline auto
Beeline.
part.
Yeah, for some reason I thought that wasn't going to be like an underground club. I thought they were going to have all of that happen on like this Mars set. So I thought they were going to be playing video games on this Mars set, but it was actually like two very separate things.
Yeah.
But okay, so we see Camille, and she tells Kirsten to stand up to Maggie and be like, yo, I need to know where my mom is. And Camille's obviously still struggling with the whole Amanda fallout thing. But we find out that this victim that we're going to be stitching into, his name is Jake Rowland, and he was shot. And we think he was just shot in this Mars simulation area. Turns out he was actually shot outside and crawled in to die in the sand so he could write like the secret passcode, which I thought it was going to be a name.
That was clever.
I thought it was going to be a name as well. Yeah. I thought it was going to be. And then when I saw the passcode, I actually thought it was like a Z for Zelda.
I thought it was kind of a Z thing too.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
But can we talk about, so Zelda Williams was today's guest star.
Yes.
And that's actually her real name.
Yes.
It's Robin Williams' daughter. And so I was like,
She was on Dead of Summer, for anyone who watched Dead of Summer on Freeform last summer.
I was a little, last summer, Dead of Summer.
Last summer, Dead of Summer, yep.
I thought it was a little bit strange that they just used her real name.
I thought,
why?
I love her name, and I thought it was
cool.
perfect for the role too.
Well,
it was just
right.
so weird. Like the name's perfect for the role.
It's very video baby.
Yeah.
But it was nice.
They probably thought, who should we hire? Be like, yo, I know a girl.
She was good in this
But
version.
yeah, she's a natural.
She was.
Yep.
She was really good.
Yeah, she's a great actress.
She was awesome. And now watching it and being like, oh my gosh, like that's Robin Williams' daughter. Like it just, of course she's a great actress because her father was a legend, you know?
Yeah,
It's in the blood.
Definitely. So Zelda and Jake get into this fight in the stitch we see. and then someone shoots him and his phone, so that way he's not able to call anyone or call for help or anything like that. So I was like, that's interesting. Then I'm like,
That's
dang.
intense.
Like, you have to be a sharpshooter to be like, okay, I'm gonna shoot you, and then I better get his phone real quick.
Just real quick.
Whoa.
But was it
That's smart
purpose?
thinking though.
I didn't think it was on purpose. I thought the bullet just hit the phone.
Because
I feel like
I thought it was on purpose.
I think it's on purpose.
Yeah, it
So
probably
they-
was on purpose.
Because I feel like it was just so then that way he wasn't able to like he wouldn't probably be recording anything anyway. He just got shot, but he wouldn't be able to call 911 for help. Like, they wanted him to die. You know, he wanted him to die, so they were like, okay, I better make sure that if he does end up living a little while longer, he's not able to call for help. That's what I thought. Because they said,
That's my same train
they
of
said,
thought.
oh, they made sure to shoot him his phone as well, and the phone was shot right in the middle, like bullseye. That's why I thought it was not.
Yeah,
you know.
so it probably was.
But I don't know. I just thought this poor guy is just trying to play video games. You know
And
what
he
I
got
mean?
killed
I know.
for playing video games. That's what my initial thought was, but I was like, it's gonna go much deeper than that. There's gonna be something else that I need to watch twice to understand, probably.
Definitely. And we see this kind of lively tension happening. So Linus
Lively.
goes over to.
I was like, live. Oh.
Yeah, Linus goes over to Ivy's, and we're thinking, okay, what's going on? You know, she said, I was originally going to break up with you, but I don't want to break up with you. And she's still very conflicted, but she kisses his
She is, you
cheek.
can
Does
see it.
No, she kisses
No,
him.
she kisses
Yeah,
him.
she kisses him.
But you can see it in that conversation that she's very conflicted, and she's like, okay, am I on Singer's side or am I on Linus' side?
I think she knows that she's not on her dad's side.
Yeah, I
What
think
about
she
you?
figured out in that moment.
I think that she's not on her dad's side because she does kind of tell him to go away when he goes there. And when Maggie pretty much snatched her away, she told her the truth. She's like, he came to me. And it kind of shows us in a way that she's not really trying to like work with her dad because we don't really see what happens next. Like, she's supposed to prove them wrong in a way, so.
But then again, she was part of the anomaly. So it's like, she had part in it, but it's almost like she wanted to distance herself now. But her father needs her help, but she has been pulling back a lot. So I think you're right. She wants to do right. She really does love, I mean, I don't know about love yet, but like she really does like Linus.
Yeah,
a lot.
I think she cares for both Linus and Kirsten at this point. I feel like that's my theory is the fact that in the beginning she was really upset at Kirsten because like Kirsten kind of grew up with like having somewhat of like a better childhood than she did. So I think that was like more done out of jealousy. And now that she got to know Kirsten and she got to know Linus and like they're trusting her, I feel like now she's like, okay, well, like I want to make sure that I do things right with them and not lose them because then she would be all by herself.
Yeah.
I agree completely. I think it's a shame that people aren't trusting Ivy, and by people I mean Fisher and Maggie.
Cammy.
And I mean, I get it, and I think that we can trust her, but I do wish that she would tell everyone that she was behind the anomaly, because I feel like people are going to start to trust her.
And then
Something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Where it's gonna be revealed by her or by someone else that she was behind the anomaly, and everyone's gonna be like, see, that's why we shouldn't have trusted her.
Yeah,
And
I
that's
think
so good that you bring that up.
it would
So
actually be
true.
so much better if she brought it up because that way she could just come clean rather than
You're like,
them
I'm
finding
telling
out
the
by
truth.
somebody else. Yeah.
And she might, but you know, I understand. You're right. She is starting to be on like Linus' side and Kirsten's side, and she's trying to make amends. But I think there's still going to be at some point she's going to realize that she's still like needs to be on her dad's side, like because in the beginning she was so strong. She was so strongly about like making sure that she helps her father. Kirsten can't get in the way of that. And now she's just totally going to switch. Like, I find that hard to believe.
But I don't think that she knew what her father was up to.
don't think
So
she did,
that's why now she's realizing, like, oh,
She's
wait,
all
like, this
intertwined.
is what happened to, like, Kirsten's mom, and this is what's going on.
Yeah.
So I don't think she was really aware of what was going on with her dad. Like, she just thought, like, oh, my dad is working on something, and he's letting me be a part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she got all mixed up in everything,
Yeah.
and she's like, oh, well, gotta choose my sides, pick my battles.
I feel like this would be a great time for her to be like, look, I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. I didn't
but I
know.
didn't know.
She better say that sooner than later
She
because
better. It's already
has
too
to,
late.
yeah.
It is already
I
too
think
late.
everyone
has
is just
to.
already still feels.
Betrayed
Although
by her.
everyone, there's so like Kirsten and Linus believe her and trust her, but I think there's still that little bit where they're just like
Like they don't know for
they
sure.
don't exactly.
know.
So if they figure
Right.
out that she was behind that
Yeah.
before she can let them know that, it's over for her.
I mean, we already know that Camille does not like her still. And the first chance that anyone gets, Camille's gonna jump and be like, I told you guys
Exactly.
so. Like, she's
Right.
bad news.
Yeah.
Especially in the state of mind Camille's in right now.
I know. I
she's
feel so bad
having
for
it
her.
rough.
Wait,
Yeah.
and who's?
Camille, Camille's state of mind right
I
now
know.
is. I feel bad for her as well.
Yeah.
She's going through it.
She really is, because she kind of like opened up, and finally she doesn't open up that much, and whenever the one moment she did open up, she may have said something wrong, and then
And she's
now,
like, "This is why I don't open up."
Yeah.
yeah, and I'm like, of course not. Like, I wouldn't want to open up either after something like that
The
happens.
beginning scene was so funny when, with Kirsten coming in and she's like, "Are you awake?" Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Are you alone? Unfortunately. I was like, "Oh."
Poor girl, she's alone.
Where's Amanda? Pulls covers around. I'm like, it's the same girl.
Like, all right, we see you, Camille. So Jake was the said Gremlin, and what was the other dude's name?
Kenny
Lee.
Yep.
Kenny. Okay, Kenny was the fixer. So they work for this company where, like satellites and a bunch of cool stuff, and then also they're creating like this simulation thing. They're wanting to be able to get to Mars. So they're simulating things and getting things ready. And Jake is like the Gremlin who kind of tries to mess things up, and then his colleague Kenny tries to fix things. So it's like this relationship where they're a team, but they're like almost like against each other.
They're
in a
trying to
sense.
make each other
Yeah.
smarter, so to speak.
Yep.
Which I think is cool, because then if something fails, they're able to work together and be like, this is what I did, this is how you didn't get around this because I did this. And
Yeah,
so
it's
a cool,
clever.
It's a clever team, because it's like, let's see if you really guess it. If not, I'm still going to tell you how I did
Maybe
it.
that's how
Yeah.
everything should work.
I know.
No?
Seriously.
Seriously, though.
This seems complicated though. I'd rather just figure out how things work for certain, and be like, okay, great.
Maybe you guys can tell me about this, because I was a little bit confused. There's some kind of satellite that's going off, and it's going to do something super bad. What was
It was
it?
going to destroy it. So
Self-destruction.
apparently it was going to be self-destruction, but it was supposed to be for Mars. Or they thought it was for Mars, but it was actually supposed to be for the warehouse.
where they play the games.
So it was going to blow up the warehouse?
It was going to blow up the warehouse, yeah.
Wow.
That's why they had like 2 hours at the end
That's so scary.
to like rush, and he had to finish
Like,
and
get it
win the
done.
game.
Yeah.
That is crazy. They
No
finally,
pressure.
yeah, right. They call in Linus, and Linus is kind of like showing brain knowledge with Kenny, like kind of trying to one up him, like, oh, do you know about this? Oh, I know about this.
Right?
And I was like, oh,
I love how much of like smart show-offy Linus we've seen in the past 2 weeks.
He's becoming more like, he's ready to stand up for himself. He's not going to be ran over.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think us seeing little Linus.
I know. I was just about to
big
mention
Linus.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
little
The
Linus, and then
transition.
his transformation. I think it makes me more proud when Linus is like, this is this, blah, 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 explaining like smart
Yeah.
stuff,
Yeah.
smart people stuff.
Except he did really get mad at Camille when she fixed it, and he was like, okay, well, great. Like, you're still doing everything. So
I mean, everyone underestimates Camille. She's
They do.
there for a reason. She's part of the team for a reason. She's smart as well. She's just as smart as
I
them.
have a feeling that Camille knows more than what she actually
she's letting
says
on.
she does,
But I
or that
wonder
she's
why.
allowed to say.
I
Yeah.
wonder what it would
watching,
be, though.
Yeah. Huh?
I wonder what it would be, though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because she doesn't know her mom's location. They're keeping something away from her.
Yeah.
Plot twist, she
Yeah.
knows
Not giving her
everything about the mom.
Yeah.
Kidding.
She looks like she's just this girl who like runs the tablet or whatever, but she actually knows all the secrets. So Maggie shows Fisher these photos. Maggie shows Fisher these fishy photos of Ivy.
I love how you had to backtrack.
I was like, wait,
do the
I
pun.
want to do
I
that.
was like, wait a minute, let me redo this. I want to do this like this real quick. But you know what I mean, though. Like these photos catch her in the act. She's,
Yeah,
like,
pretty much.
Talking to her dad in the apartment. Maggie said she hired some private investigator. Is this dude like squatting behind the couch, like?
Yeah, where
know.
is he? Is there a balcony?
Oh, I guess it's probably through the window.
On balcony?
I looked like he was just sitting on the couch taking photos. I'm like,
I mean, he had a key. Maggie.
Do you guys
Couch man.
Do you guys think that might be the same kind of person that we saw in like previous episodes and like the previous seasons where like there was a point where Kirsten and Ivy were together and it looked like somebody was watching them. I have a feeling that might actually have been the same person that was watching them, because in the beginning I thought it was Stinger. I was like, oh my gosh, their dad is like watching them and making sure that like nothing bad happens.
And it might be.
But now I'm like, wait a second, maybe it was Maggie all along, like hiring somebody to watch the girls, because I mean she already had Camille watching Kirsten before, so I wouldn't be surprised if now she hired somebody else at that moment.
Ooh.
Another person who needs to stop hiding things, speaking of which, is Maggie, because I feel like she's gonna run off everyone.
Yeah.
And
She's hiding
like,
things from everyone. She's hiring people to come and take pictures at apartments.
Yeah.
No one's gonna trust her.
But who's the higher up here?
I mean,
Since I forget the guy that was
His son
murdered. Say that again.
His son died? The one that his
yeah,
son
yeah.
died?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Because he's not
Blair?
around, so yeah.
Mitchell
Blair? You
Blair.
said
Blair.
Mitchell. Yes, Blair.
Mitchell Blair, yeah.
Blair's not
Blair
around.
Mitchell, Blair Mitchell or Mitchell Blair. I don't know. Either one.
So Blair's not around. Stinger, they're out to get Stinger.
Mhm.
Who's Maggie getting these orders from?
We don't know.
She
We
might-
just have the
She's
secret box.
in charge now.
She's like, we just have a secret box. Like, that's all we know.
We have the secret box, and we know that the log changes every 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But I don't think we know. But one thing that I found that was like really fishy, like you said, was the fact that she actually knew where Kirsten's mom was all along, and she like didn't tell her. And I didn't know that she knew where
Yeah,
her mom
I didn't know
was.
either.
So the fact that she like knew where her mom is and she didn't say anything, she
Yeah.
pretended like she
Yeah.
didn't know where her mom was. I was like, wait a second, Maggie, like what's
Like,
going
what else are you
on?
hiding?
Yeah, exactly.
But that's my point. Like I think Maggie might be behind some very scandalous like work that she's doing.
You think so? I don't think so, because in like some of the previous like episodes, she was talking to somebody on the phone, the like tall guy with the hair that gets killed.
The tall guy with the hair.
I'm trying to
Remember
think of
he
the
was,
that one.
He was one of the detectives, or not one of the detectives, but he used to work for the Stitchers program before Blair became in charge. The really
yes,
skinny
yes,
guy.
yes.
Oh,
okay,
no, I know who you're talking about. I can't get like a clear image in my head. I was
can't-
trying
oh,
to.
okay.
I got
But
it.
I know
The
who you're
first
talking
guy
about.
that was in
Yeah.
charge before Blair.
He was
Yeah.
shot in his
Yes.
apartment.
She was talking to
Getting
him,
him season 2.
trying to get information like, okay, what's going on? Who are we
Yes.
working for? Why is this happening? So I don't know that she found out. Or
That's
unless
true.
unless if we didn't see the full like thing of what happened and he did tell her, but I don't think she knows herself.
What Jay
It's so
said.
mysterious.
Jay says, why doesn't Maggie just open up to the crew more? She says she's protecting them, but she can trust them because they do like everything in.
For her, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, it's like,
I mean,
you are not going to get
If you can
anyone's-
trust them, then tell them
right.
what's happening.
And you're not going to gain anyone's trust by constantly keeping secrets from them. And like
Yeah.
the fact that like she knows where like Kirsten's mom was.
She knows like everything.
And then whenever Kirsten found out, she changed the location. It's like, if you have my mom held hostage, like I'm not working for you until you tell me where my mom is. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? That's just seems
exactly.
very dark and like mean of Maggie.
That is so true.
It makes me sad. It makes me wonder what the heck she was up to, because we all thought it was because she got another TV show and like went away for a few weeks. But
Oh,
where,
you know,
where
I
she
think she was directing a few different
Oh.
shows.
But I wonder where.
But don't
her-
mark my words.
I wonder what her character was doing. during
Oh,
that
yeah,
time.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Kind of sketchy. Like,
That's
where are
true.
you?
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
I thought she was with her son because I think
Oh,
something happened to
yeah.
her son, right?
Yeah.
Do you think we're gonna see her son? That'd be cool.
I hope so.
If we saw her son, I want to see more family. We saw family.
And I don't think we
Last
get. I don't think we get to see enough of like Maggie's life.
We don't see
We see
anything of Maggie's
everyone's
life. We've
life.
seen everything
Yeah,
about everybody.
everyone else's life, but Maggie's.
Yeah.
There has to be an episode where we just see more.
I hope
Yeah.
so. I hope it just follows, the camera follows her around where she goes, because I know
Yeah.
she's being up to some
She's
stuff.
up to something.
She's up to something.
She's
When
up.
everyone else is out,
We're watching you,
investigating.
Maggie. So
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I was trying to do this and I went like this. I'm double watching you. But so Linus and Camille need Amanda. They're like, well, we need Amanda to figure this out. We're gonna need her. We're gonna need her, guys.
yeah.
So they were like, we're gonna need her.
Camille's like,
And
unfortunately.
in the process of needing her, they get her to come, and it's so cool how she's able to kind of figure out what the sand
pattern?
She's
is.
pattern was?
She's so
Yeah.
smart.
Seriously.
But I wonder who messed up the code. You know what I mean? I wonder.
The blood.
The blood did.
Blood.
Oh, okay.
Blood got it
Yeah.
all. It was the
Yeah.
one.
No, I liked the line when Amanda came in this episode, and Camille's like, "What do you need?"
Space.
See what you did? I caught it the second time.
So you didn't get it the
I
first
caught
time?
it the second time.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, "Oh, I
This
get
whole
it."
episode was actually really clever.
It was
Yeah.
so good.
like
Right.
to
It's
begin. There's a lot of
It
different
was
parts.
very
I was just
punny.
Yes, it
I
was
was just thinking
punny.
about
There's a lot of
every part.
puns for sure. So Beeline is this gaming club, and we find out that Kirsten finds the payment records. So she finds, wow, these people have a lot of money coming in and out of here. And they basically play this game that's not available to the public. It's only here in this club. And what was it called again? Like
Warzone.
Warzone.
Yeah, when you play a game called Warzone that's not available to the public, like something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, like that's not. It's just like not smart. Period to play something illegally.
Right, and we find out that Kenny and Jake are actually lovers, which was like, I wasn't expecting that because they were like talking about don't do this, and they just start kissing, and I'm like, oh shoot, like, okay.
Yeah.
But they are lovers. They're trying to keep it under wraps because not because they're gay, but because if they find out, if the people that they're working for find out that they are together, you can get in trouble for liking someone that you're working with.
Yeah.
Super strict.
That's
You know.
unfortunate.
But so we find out that Jake is actually, he owns this club. He made, or he didn't own the club, but he made this game.
Made the
Yeah,
game,
he created the game.
So that way he would be able to win. And that way he would be able
Well,
to.
he knows
No.
everything about the game, so.
But he.
Well,
he
I
was
don't
able to
think
make-
he
first he
didn't
didn't,
create
yeah.
the game to win. He created the game as a game, but
Yeah.
Rick is who sabotaged him to win the game so that they could keep
Money.
winning money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all he cared about was money. Selfish reasons.
So you think that Jake didn't go into it wanting to make a bunch of money?
No.
He was
I think
forced. He was
yeah.
forced by Rick. So Rick could play the odds
Oh.
and get the money because he knows Jake is gonna win,
Yep.
obviously, because he created it.
So they
Yeah.
were kind of like start off to be like a team, like, oh, okay, like all you got to do is do this, this, and this. So you made the game, so you know what's coming next, and then we'll make some money. So he kind of held him hostage in
Yeah.
a sense, like this is what we're gonna do.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what the video was about. Like at the end, he did he said like, "Oh, this is all happening because of him, and he's been pretty much stealing everybody else's money that's here."
That's crazy.
And basically, Zelda is like his like spy,
yeah.
so to speak.
But you can
I
tell
know.
she's not really in it. She doesn't.
Yeah, you
really
can
wanna
totally
be
tell.
there.
She's
Yeah.
like, ugh.
But she talks to Cameron and explains like what's going on. Like, okay, like this is the game. This is what we do. Everyone gets really violent. He's chosen for the game and he wins, but then he gets beaten up. I'm like, this is like intense.
Cameron needs to like, what Kirsten says needs to get him like stop getting in so much trouble, bro.
What I realized is like almost every episode,
episode.
Cameron gets hit. It's so funny.
But like,
so bad, but
when,
so
when
funny.
Kirsten was like, don't hurt yourself. I'm gonna need you, and she kind of like flicks his like.
His eye.
I was like,
That was
She's
messed
like,
up.
"You're not good to me, Dad." I was like, "Yes, girl."
I thought that was so funny though,
You
because
go.
like instead of slapping him, like she just kind of flicked his bruise. and I was like,
Well, he deserved it because
He does. He's
I
being
was so upset at the fact when like they went to the video game section or the video game warehouse, and she went around actually looking for clues, and he just stayed there like watching the game, and afterwards she was like, "Okay, well I'm gonna go." Try and find something else. And he's just like, okay, I'm gonna stay here and watch.
He did
And flirt
nothing.
with Zelda.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then okay, and then like she's like, the challenge is accepted to like not be angry at him, and she's like, oh, challenge accepted, and he just like stays there. I would have been so mad. I would like,
yeah.
excuse me, you were supposed to run out after me because that means I'm angry and you
You're
need to
supposed to
fix
care.
things. Yeah.
Yeah, that was frustrating.
So I was really happy when she like flicked his eye. I was like, you go, girl.
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
You're like, oh,
Yeah.
oh.
yeah.
I'll hand it to Cameron though, because I don't think they could have figured everything out without him playing the game.
That's true.
So, I definitely get Kirsten being mad at him. I'm mad.
We
but
get both of them. We love both
I-
Kirsten and Cameron.
yeah.
It's like
Camston,
It's
please
gonna
happen.
It's happened in the past. It's gonna happen again. They're just going through a rough patch, guys.
Well,
Yeah.
last
Oh,
night
yeah.
I tweeted out that all the tension in the show right now between the couples is kind of sort of stressing me out a little bit.
Becca's like, I have enough stress in my real life. Like,
No
don't
more
need this.
No more stitches. Come on. Let's just everyone be in perfect relationships, please. Thank you.
yeah, but then that wouldn't make for interesting television.
Yeah.
I know.
But,
Yes, it would be.
Something that did make
Yes.
for interesting television was this whole Maggie Fisher interrogating Ivy. Like, he just shows up to her house and like grabs her and takes her
Yeah.
in. And she's thinking, what are you gonna do to me? Like,
I love how he just starts off whistling, staring at her,
Right?
making her
Yeah.
feel so awkward. I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
And I like how she's still trying to hide things.
I know, it's like, you think if they came in and were like, hey, we know that you've been doing this, she'd be like, all right, you found me, fam.
You,
Like,
Yeah.
you got me.
you done figured
But
me
she's
out.
like, how do you know? You don't have proof.
It's like, okay,
Yeah.
it's
It's
It's like, yeah, we actually do have proof.
It's like, oh, here's some photos of this dude that was sitting on your couch, you know, and he was taking these photos of you and your dad. And those are, I don't know, that was creepy. I would be freaked.
I'd be freaked out too. I'd be like, okay, putting latches on my door.
Okay, one thing that Freeform needs to get, Pretty Little Liars,
Locks?
everywhere. Locks is great. Locks are great, but also blinds, simple blinds, you know.
She does have blinds.
Obviously not.
Maybe use them.
No, yeah, you can see the blinds through the photo.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
So they just zoomed in and like somehow were able to get through the blinds?
I feel like the blinds on the channel don't work really well.
They're like the blinds, but they're like opened.
Well, yeah, if they're open, but you close the blinds.
It's like blinds and locks, like you all were talking about last week.
Who closes their blinds?
I do. I never
Me?
open my blinds. I don't need
Really?
people looking into my business. Like,
Same.
wait, like,
no,
Well,
I'm
what
the
are you
same.
doing?
My blinds are.
you'll never know. You keep your blinds closed?
I keep my
Because
blinds
I always
closed.
feel like someone is just gonna walk by and see me.
Like-
I know, like,
Especially if I'm undressing and stuff. Random
Oh, yeah.
moments I need to like change.
Yeah, and you're in like a
Yeah.
rush. It's
'Cause
like,
you
I
know-
don't
I'm
have
not
time to go
about to
close the
keep-
blinds.
Like
Right.
closing this and opening it up. Like some days I'm like, oh, I want some sunshine.
yeah,
But
not
most days
me.
I'm like,
Dakota's actually a vampire.
I'm like, I must have it like closed off. It's so funny. One of my blinds has like a hole in it or whatever. I literally took a bunch of tape and blacked it out with a Sharpie and like put it on both sides. I'm like, I am not having anyone peek through this hole. But I just get so freaked out, and like that is such a big part of my life, like keeping my blinds closed. Because you're right. Like, what if you just randomly start changing and you're like, oh, I didn't, and you look over and peeping Tommy is over here.
I mean, I've watched too many Lifetime movies.
So, do you lock your
The
windows too?
Boogeyman one.
Oh. You guys, my windows are locked. My doors are locked.
Disney Channel Boogeyman.
Even it's so funny. Like even my room. Like every time I walk into my room and I'm just like in the house, I lock my bedroom door. I
wow.
do not
Oh.
play games. What if someone comes in and like and just
Oh wow.
like wants to like
I'm
and
going
then,
that far.
You know they have to beat on your door and you're like, well, you ain't gonna get in. You're gonna have to work for it. And then in that meantime, I can open my blinds for once and then hop out the window.
Do you plan this all out?
I did.
He thought this over.
Seriously.
That's so
By the way,
funny.
Becca, do you want to give anyone a shout out in the chat? Is there anyone?
Jay, Amy, Ivan,
Hey.
guys.
Billie Jean Girl 24, and who else is watching?
Thank
So
you guys
there
for
was one
tuning
more person
in.
watching earlier.
And I want to open up the prediction segment to you guys. So, like, make sure while we're still talking about the rest of this episode, send in some predictions to us, and we'll have Becca read them for
Yes.
us as we're doing ours because we want to
Yes.
include you guys more. Okay, so let's get back on track and not my personal like security life. But so we find out obviously that Amanda finds out this little signal, and we're thinking it's not a name. We thought it was going to be a name, but Camston is still trying to figure things out. They're still trying to get on track. That's a whole other storyline. And then Jake created the game to make money off of it is what I thought. But now hearing what you guys said in the video at the end, it makes sense. He was kind of being controlled. And so it's sad because he was so creative and so great at making something. And then it turned on him because someone else kind of gained control of it.
Yeah.
Which was really sad. But I love how he like hit everything in like the last episode, this unlocked. and this video is like, hey guys, I'm probably dead.
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, it's
did he say
crazy because he already
probably, or I
knew
am?
that he was dying.
He's
Like,
like-
that he was gonna die.
He said, by the time you see this, I won't be here anymore.
Well, he probably got a forewarning from this bro.
Yeah, probably.
From
Probably
the
was
bro
like,
with
likely.
who.
but I love how Zelda like sneaks in and like takes and sees that Cameron's like NSA, and then she tells him, she's like,
I didn't-
you got to get out of here.
I
You
didn't even
it?
see where she got the NSA badge out of his.
Oh, I saw it.
Oh, it's when she
was like this.
she was like leaning at the
She was
table.
really
and then
sneaky.
She like took it.
That was really sneaky.
I
though.
love that part.
Yeah.
She's good.
This is why people are sneaky.
People are sneaky.
I'm on this whole rant right now, but people are not to be trusted, you guys.
Hell no.
Don't trust anyone.
I lock
I don't even
yours.
trust Dakota.
Close your shade.
Hide your kids.
Guys, why close your blinds, lock your doors?
Dakota's the
Because
sketchiest
they are
of them
doing
all.
crazy stuff. What'd you say?
I said Dakota's the sketchiest of them all.
I thought you said Dakota acts sketchy at the mall. I'm like, when have we been?
You're like, wait a second.
I'm like, when have we been to the mall together and I've acted sketchy?
Dakota acts really sketchy at malls.
That's probably true.
If you ever see him at the mall.
I'm like one of those avid mall walkers that's just like really nosy and like listening to people. So Zelda sees that he's NSA and gives the dude like, hey, like, what is the guy's name? The guy who was controlling everything.
Ricky.
So Rick.
Or Rick.
Ricky.
Which one is it? Ricky. We'll call
It
him,
was
let's
Rick.
let's
It's
call him
Rick.
Richard.
Let's call him Ricky.
Richard.
I like Ricky.
I like Ricky.
Let's call him Dick.
I don't know what I mean.
You know that's short
Yes,
for.
I
Okay,
know.
okay. I was like, I didn't just throw that out there. But let's call him. We'll call him Rick.
Anyways.
We're having fun tonight, you guys.
We are. This is a really fun after show
I
today.
know. We're lively today. But so Rick is like, this is gonna go down, and Zelda tries to give him a forewarning, like, hey,
Yeah.
you gotta get out of here. She didn't even think about herself. She was like, you need to get out of here before you get hurt.
Yeah.
You know.
I was like, good for Zelda.
But it shows that Cameron really does want to make a name for himself and kind of reconcile with Kirsten and be like, I risked my life to basically win this game for you. And I
Yeah.
love how Zelda and him like tried to like help each other so he could win. And the video was
Wait.
awesome.
But doesn't...
Video game?
Oh, yeah, they do get there before the video game begins. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
No, well, do they get there during? or
They
before?
got there before, and she's like, "Oh, are you
Yeah.
here to cheer me on?" Or
They-
something
yeah.
like that. Yeah.
And she's like,
I
"No."
forgot for a second too.
But in the end, Rick is guilty, and I kind of like how we didn't have to see him like get hauled away and have more of an explanation. It was like super obvious that he was the one.
Yeah, it was like this bro is up to no good, and he's never
Yeah.
gonna be up to any good. Let's
Yeah.
just
So
get
it's
rid
like,
of him right now.
He's guilty. Cool.
Bye.
Now let's move on to Camston. You know what I mean? And I was like, cool. We solved the mystery. Now let's go on to Camston. And Camston kind of has this whole moment, and they want to
This
trust each
cutesy
other,
moment.
but they're like, you know what? I just need some time. I don't know. But in the meantime,
They're killing
We don't
me.
need time, guys.
don't have
There's
time.
way too much
I'm
time, you know?
there's been 20
I'm
episodes.
checking my
of time.
invisible watch. I'm impatient.
Yeah.
Like, we already waited, like, I think
A long
2-3
time.
seasons, like, for them to be together, and then
And
now
get
it's,
married
like,
and
our
have
third
Camston
season.
babies.
Yeah.
Okay, whoa. That's not until like season 8, okay?
Well, yeah, I don't think that Kirsten would be able to stitch if she was pregnant.
No,
She'd
no,
just be
no
in the
Camston
tank.
babies.
She'd be in
Yeah.
the tank, pregnant AF. Like legs propped up, like she's getting ready to have what is it, a pap or something like that, right? No?
Whoa!
I don't know.
Deep.
Next.
Right.
What did you say?
I said we're getting deep.
Oh, okay. Moving on from that, I don't know if that had double meaning or not.
Maybe.
But Ivy and Kirsten. You two.
I had too much coffee today, clearly.
And I
Ivan
have
says
that
yes,
lack thereof.
Camston babies.
Camston, fetus Camstons running around.
Fetus
Um,
Camstons.
But Ivy and Kirsten start bonding at the end and over some wine, and they're all like sad about things. And I'm just like, girl, if you only knew what your sister did, like you'd be so mad she's still been talking to your dad.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
I mean, I at this point trust Ivy, but she's gonna ruin it all by not confessing
Yeah.
and saying that she did it.
I really do hope she does confess this next
Same.
episode.
She has to. I'm
Because
like,
she's done.
Or she's gonna get ready to like tell everyone about the anomaly, and then like someone's gonna get some secret message and be
Camille's gonna find out.
Yeah, Camille's gonna find out before everyone and be like, "See, told ya."
Yeah.
Or Maggie's gonna find out about it if she doesn't already know.
By the
Camille
way,
will probably take it into her own hands.
yes, she always does. She's crazy. But I do want to say that I just recently talked to Sarah Davenport, who plays Ivy, and she said that she will be back in town hopefully
I think
August.
she got back to
I asked her though, and she said she didn't, but she like either was back for just a day or she ended up being somewhere else to watch the episode. But she said that when she comes back in August, she really wants to come back in. So I'm so excited. She's one of my favorite characters.
I love Sarah.
I love her so much, and I love. Like when we interviewed her the first time, she had just kind of been introduced. Like,
it was like her first episode, I feel like.
Yeah, and then now it's like she is a huge part of the story, which is really cool.
I'm excited for her.
And I'm so happy that the season got picked up and she was able to really dive in because she's a great actress, and I love seeing her, and I think that she brings a lot to the storyline.
I agree.
This season.
A lot of.
So she said she's excited to come in, so I'm excited, and you guys, it's gonna be great. But let's get into some predictions.
By the way, excuse me.
And now,
Pause for dramatic effect.
TV prediction.
Waiting for the by the way.
Okay, go ahead.
I think Kyle Harris is being nominated for Choice
Oh,
Summer
yes.
TV Actor.
Oh.
Okay,
Teen Choice
so-
Awards. Everyone vote.
Yeah, if you guys really love Kyle Harris's acting and really appreciate what he's done for the work of Stitchers, vote for him.
Yes,
I will.
Definitely. That's really cool that I think it was a Teen Choice, right?
Yeah, Teen
Yes.
Choice.
That's really exciting. I hope he wins. I think
Yeah, I
he
really
deserves
do.
it. He's a
Yeah,
great.
Best of luck.
I love how he's like this techie, like nerdy guy, but he's also like kind of got some moves, and you know what I mean? Like he just,
Kinda.
you know,
He's got some moves.
well, kind of, but then he's also very awkward too. So it's like it's admirable to have a character who doesn't have it all together.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he
That's
does
right.
it
A real
so well. He plays
character.
it so well.
Yeah.
Definitely. But
I
I want to
agree.
hear. Okay, so if you guys in the comments give us some predictions. In the meantime, though, what do you guys think?
I think that I was just actually thinking about this right now, that what you said about Ivy. I think that for due to the preview that we got for the next episode, I have a feeling that Kirsten is going to call Ivy to help her out because of the stitch. Something clearly goes wrong with the stitch, and since probably Ivy will help her figure it out, she might come clean and tell them, because she's probably going to be like, wait, like, how did you know how to get me out of this or control this or so on and so forth?
Okay, I'm one of those people. I have a prediction and then it leaves my mind, so I have to say it like right when I say it. But I'm gonna piggyback off of that and say that I think that it might be Linus. So I think that they're gonna get really close. She's gonna tell him, and he's gonna be like, and she's gonna be like, I just need to come clean to everyone. And he's gonna be like, no, not right now. We're gonna have to hold this secret. And then it's gonna look sketchy, because then it's gonna be like Linus knew and was involved and put the Stitchers team at risk because she might be sketchy. And it's gonna make everyone really mad at him. It might even like they might
Camille
even
and
kick him
Linus
out
would
for
have
like an episode.
tension.
You know what I mean?
I hope they don't kick him out for an episode.
Well, like not out of the episode, but just kick
Like,
him out of the
out of
Stitchers
the
program,
Stitchers
and then we
program,
see
yeah.
him like all sad walking down the
Interesting.
street with his box of belongings. You know what I mean?
Box of belongings.
But what do you think? What's your?
No, I really like that prediction.
Okay, cool.
I really do. I could see that happening. That's,
Okay.
you know,
Yeah.
I'm with that
You're with it.
prediction.
You're with
I
it.
like along.
Yeah.
I like the whole thing of Ivy may work with Kirsten, but
You like
I do,
mine better.
I did. I do see that.
I couldn't say that.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, she didn't say that. So
Fine, I tried.
I'm gonna go with the earlier prediction that I said, that Ivy's going to want to confess that she was the anomaly behind the mini Cameron, and someone's gonna find out first before she confesses.
Yes, or kind of piggybacking off of my idea again because it's right.
Because Dakota's ideas are always right, you guys.
What if like the private investigator that Maggie hired like records audio of him saying, "We've got to keep it a secret. They'll never know. Just don't tell anyone." And then it's gonna look like he's really involved too. Like, so, you know what I mean? Like, what if there was like an audio clip or something that made it look like Linus was like, "No, we got this. Like, just let's hide this."
I feel like the best.
or
No.
somebody could possibly walk in like when he's saying that and actually hear them in person and just
Oh, like,
confront
kinda
them
behind
about
the door,
it.
like-
Yeah, like You know, when
Hello.
like he could
Like
be
Cameron.
telling her, like maybe Kirsten went to go visit Ivy, and she like overhears them because Ivy clearly doesn't close her windows. So I think that's probably how like that could happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still don't think Amanda's up to any good.
I like that. I'll give you
Amanda?
that. Team.
I still don't trust Amanda.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's up with that and why I don't trust her, but I don't trust her.
It's that smirk and the eyebrow raise.
Oh yeah.
The unbothered look. But she's so pretty. Like, she's just so cute.
I don't know. She seems a little sketch.
Do we have any
She
theories?
does seem sketch.
At the moment, not right now.
It is your last chance, guys. This is your last chance. Like, we want to hear what you have to say. But in the meantime, I am really excited about next week's episode. It looks very intense. It looks, every episode seems crazier and crazier and crazier. But did you guys think it's gonna look like a good one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
it looks
so.
like a confusing one, but
Yeah.
it looks good.
I really hope Kirsten didn't shoot Cameron.
But it looked like she did.
Right?
It did.
Well,
But hasn't that happened before?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Where, like, it looks like someone's gone and shot and then
Oh,
they
you're
get
right.
shot.
You're right. You're right. I'm sorry, I doubted you.
I'm always right.
Didn't like one of the main
like, season two,
Fisher
I
got
think.
shot. Remember Fisher got shot?
Yeah.
Well,
Fisher
that
does get
happened.
shot.
That did
happened.
happen.
Yeah. Where did he get shot? Like right here? Or was it like right in the chest? No. It had to have been like right here.
I think, yeah.
I was like, he wouldn't survive. It was right here. But yeah, so again, where can we, I guess we're going to wrap this up. Where can we find you guys on social media?
Well,
I
you
was like, look at you. Like, go for it.
Karla, go.
Your turn.
Well, guys, I didn't introduce myself in the beginning, so I will do an outro. I'm Karla Beltran, and you can find me on Instagram at Karla B Travels.
And you can find me on Instagram as well at Kamisha Lauture.
Y'all can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Becca B Talks TV.
And you guys can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Mr. Dakota T Jones. I did want to show off this really cool shirt. I helped design it, and my family has a new company called United States of Apparel, and you guys should check it out at unitedstatesofapparel.com. It's so much fun. It's really cool to help create. But you guys, thank you so much for joining us. We will talk to you guys next week for the next episode. Bye.
Ciao.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.